Hey everybody, you know me, it's Paul with Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning. Today I'm going to be reviewing an item that was sent to me for review. I appreciate the guys at Pro Aqua, and I'll give you my honest, unbiased opinion on it. And basically what you're looking at is a portable soft water unit, and it comes with all the connections, everything you need to produce soft water. You can do it while you're camping in the field. You can put it under your sink in your garage, use it for power washing, multiple applications. But I'll be using it to soften the water when I do my low moisture carpet cleaning. I've been told by them that it will produce a cleaner clean, takes less chemicals. Because the water's soft, you're getting rid of all the manganese, the iron, calcium, all the minerals that are in hard water. And I'm just kind of demonstrating a few things as I'm talking here. It has a nice sleeve that goes on it for protection. It did come with all the connectors that you could possibly need. Very thorough instructions, although it's simple to put to use. And then you could see it's got a kind of a built-on wrap that is a protector as well. The only thing I don't see, it does have a stand. There's no handle for the top. I'm sure you could buy a little strap handle that would go in between the in and out brass fittings there, and when you put your fittings on tight, you'll have a handle to carry it. I'd say it's probably, I'm not sure, maybe 30 pounds. So not too heavy. This is the hose that I'm going to be using on the outside to get my fresh, soft water into a 5-gallon container. And I'm going to be pre-mixing my Green Dragon with soft water. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to cut down on the quantity of chemical that I use, but I'll talk about that in a moment. This is what they call a regen system. You can get this additional, I think it's $49. Well worth it though, because I've had a portable soft water unit when I used to use my RV, and man, you'd have to pour the salt in it, shake it, rinse it, and of course it was an older unit, but this one is really nice. It has all the tools to unscrew the cap there, and it's got the small tubing so that when you back flush it, you're not forcing too much water. It allows the pressure to back up a little bit, and that's what's going to help flush out all the sediment. And the regen, basically, for somebody that doesn't understand soft water units, what you would do is you would unscrew that cap, fill it with 2 boxes of regular table salt. That's the other beautiful thing about this, is you can use table salt. You don't have to buy the soft water salt in the bags. And I just, when I'm ready to regen this unit, I'll tip that cup upside down, put 2 boxes of salt in there, let it kind of dissolve overnight, then I'll hook it all up according to instructions and back flush it. And basically what you're doing, you probably get about 2,000 gallons out of this thing before you have to consider the regen process. But when you do, this makes it really simple. So after about 2,000 gallons, I'll back flush it out. The salt becomes a brine, and it goes through all of the little resin marbles that are inside. And I'll show you those in a moment so you understand what I'm talking about. But it flushes those out and gets all the sediment and crap up from the bottom, so that when your water comes back through, it'll go through those resin beads. And the whole process, actually, it's kind of an ionic. It releases sodium, and it's pretty amazing, but it captures a lot of those minerals down to, I think it's 0.02, something like that. So if you're if you're definitely interested, I recommend you go to the site. I'll put a link to this in my description so you can go check it out. You can Google information about portable soft water units as well as the resin beads and get a little more background. You could see here the instructions. It's 1 page, 2 sides for both units. Very simple. It's all in English, so you don't have to worry. And it's not one of those ones where the English has been converted by somebody over in China. No offense, but I know you guys have seen those instructions where you just know somebody didn't know how to interpret what was being said. In fact, I believe these units are completely constructed and built in the United States, which is another really good feature. So it should last for years and years, both pieces. And if you needed to do a regen without the regen kit, the $49 kit, there's instructions on here how to do that. It's kind of old school. You can do it though if you want to save $49. It's going to take you a little more effort. You unscrew that cap, you put your brine inside, you got to shake it, you go a certain amount of time, flush it, tip it upside down, the whole 9 yards. So if I would recommend definitely investing the additional $40 or $49 for the regen kit. And the guys at the Pro Aqua store that contacted me, actually one of them, there's the resin beads, just so you get a visual on it. That's what they look like inside the tank. And I've had a home system that went 20 years, and I swear I never changed the resin beads. I never understood it, but I always had perfect water. I used the test strips, no problem. So they do last a long time. So back to what I was saying, one of the guys is one of my subscribers, and he actually does VLM cleaning with the Oreck Orbiter. And he's the one that reached out to me because he saw some of my videos, and we were just talking, and he was telling me about the benefit of using soft water and how it cleans more efficiently. It leaves almost like an optical brightener look. You can see my setup there. I'm going to fill these up. I'm going to hook this up in my garage, and I'm going to pre-fill my units with soft water for the job. In fact, I'll show you a job when I'm done talking about this. But anyway, he was explaining it's kind of like an optical brightener because without all the calcium, rust, and minerals and stuff that's in hard water, what's left behind is it really just the water and the clean carpet, which is a glossy look. And so your carpets have less crap on them, so they feel softer to the touch. It's pretty amazing. And if you've never experienced soft water, which I have, I had a house for 20 years with it, it makes a difference. Here's my green dragon. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to cut back on my amount I use. I'm going to test it today, and I'm going to use half of the recommended dosage in the soft water just to get a visual idea. So, and then I may test it again on a real dirty job, and I'll show you. But you can, if you use certain products, you can save a lot of money on chemicals. You know, people that use those over-the-counter Zep or Crud Cutter, or there's a couple other ones I've seen people using. You could definitely cut your dosage in half. Or if you're one of those people that use Simple Green or Fabuloso, definitely it'll, you know, those type of products, they're pretty concentrated, and you can save a lot of money by just using soft water. So there you go. Check out the link. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for sending me the product, and I'll be continuing to review it as we go over time. And here's a little video on today's job. Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately for me, it wasn't that dirty. It had a little bit of traffic, but not much. I kind of pride myself in being in the right neighborhoods where I know people have maintained their carpets for a while. I'm not in this to show up at a Rat Nasty and spend 8 hours scrubbing somebody's filth. But look at that. I've already gone across, and I can actually see the window's open. I can see the reflecting back. I'll show you here in a moment. Look at that. And there definitely seems to be, the machine seems to be spinning over it a little easier. I don't know if that is a result of soft water. Somebody chime in if they know. So look at that. And then when I groom it, we'll see what kind of results we get. It's definitely picking up the soil. If you were there looking over my shoulder, you could see the actual soil. It doesn't pick up too well on the camera. And I ended up using, I went with 4 gallons in that container. And typically I would put about 4 ounces of Green Dragon per gallon. So I cut that ratio in half, and I don't see a diminished quality in the capability of cleaning. So, there you go. This is a test. And, I may still continue to use the recommended amount of chemicals just because my chemicals are affordable. They're, you pay the certain amount for a 6-pound jar, but when you average it out over the cost of the jobs, it works out to maybe $1.50, $2 a job, if that, and it works great. So I'm not really trying to save money on the chemicals, but like I said, some of you might be. This could be an option. I've heard that, when you're in the shower, you could end up using half of the shampoo and conditioner because of the soft water, as well as your body soaps. And I can attest to the body soaps because the home I'm in now, I don't have the soft water going to the plumbing to the shower. So I can tell the difference now versus, the other home that I lived in that had it. I used less body soap, I think, or it seemed like the body soap foamed up a lot more. You know what I mean? It's like almost like you put a squirt of Dawn dish soap in your body soap and it just bubbles up like crazy. And speaking of that, I think it's one of the guys from the Aqua Plus plant that did a demo. You can look up the system on YouTube, and I'm sure there's some other people that demo it, but he did a demo with a what do you call it, a foam cannon on auto detailing. He was cleaning his car, and he used the foam cannon with hard water. You see a nice little layer of foam. Then he hooks up the soft water in same amount of chemical, and oh man, at least 4 times thicker than the foam with the hard water. It almost looked like shaving cream, and it seemed to stick and stay on the vehicle a little longer. So check that video out. I think it was a little red Miata. And, that shows you if you're an auto detailer, you're looking for soft water. I do think it's cool that you could actually differentiate yourself from your competitors with a soft water unit because, like at this job, I told them they were concerned about green products. They had 4 kids, 1 new baby. And so I threw that in there. I showed them the jar. I showed them my jar of Green Dragon, let them read it. It tells all the information on there. And I told them that I used a soft water through a portable soft water unit. So there's no calcium, iron, or manganese. And it seemed to impress them. So that could set you apart from your average carpet cleaner. I think Green Rhino, Tommy, if I'm not mistaken, he may have reviewed this product as well. And he liked it so well, he attached it to his truck mount, which is pretty cool. So he can also tell people that he's providing their homes with a green system as well as the soft water. Check out the results. And if you like the idea, like I said, I'm giving it an unbiased review. I like the product so far. I'll continue to check it out. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Click on the description and go check out the product. Let the guys know that you saw it here on my channel. We thank them for providing it for review for you guys. And I'll see you in my next episode.